Item number 10, refunding the city's Community Facilities District number 2004-1, Sunsweet Boulevard bond issue presented by Spencer Morrison. Once again, Spencer, thank you for being up here. I'm glad I don't see any type of chemical charts up there.
Yes, my pleasure. Mr. Mayor, members of the council, this item I'm bringing before you is to reduce the levy for property owners in the Sunsweet Community Facilities District by refinancing the district bond debt at a lower interest rate and through favorable bond structuring. I would like to introduce Rob Schmidt from NHA Advisors in the audience tonight, and Rob is available for any questions as well. So on the screen you can see a diagram of the Sunsweet CFD. People in the audience and at home might know this better as the area of Yuba City that has the In-N-Out Burger, Chili's, Hampton Inn, and Kohl's. And it's been known through this room previously as Giviki Crossing in the past. The bonds were 2004-1 Mellaroo CFD. They were originally issued in 2004, which is probably the deal was finished around 2005, for $3.25 million at 5.3%, and that was again May 2005. The improvements included infrastructure that were promoting development in this district. There were 8 original parcels, and there have been lot line adjustments and splits, and so there are now 13 in the district. For this refunding, we had a choice between a public bond sale or a private placement wherein a single buyer holds all of the bonds. NHA Advisors evaluated our refunding and determined, based on recent comparable experience, that a private placement would be much more favorable due to lower costs and lower reserve requirements. The ultimate goal is to reduce the levy to the district property owners, and the private placement does it best. Hilltop Securities is the placement agent. They put out a bid notice and received one response from Western Alliance Bank of Arizona, offering a 3.4% interest rate. Additional benefits to this private placement refunding are a lower reserve requirement. The former bond issue, we were obligated to hold 100%, and that's been reduced to 25%. A reduced annual debt service from around $215,000 a year, and it does fluctuate each year, to $172,000 a year for the total district cash flow savings of over $770,000 and a present value savings of over $375,000 or 14.4%. It is staff's recommendation to adopt a resolution authorizing the issuance of special tax refunding bonds for the City of Yuba City Community Facilities District number 2004-1, approving and directing the execution of a fiscal agent agreement and escrow agreement, approving sale of such bonds, and approving other related documents and actions. Are there any questions?
Any questions of Mr. Spencer?
Through the mayor.
Morrison.
You mentioned that the payment fluctuates each year. Why is that if it's based on a just a fixed interest rate?
I don't know if I... Yeah. I think Rob could probably answer that more succinctly.
It's pretty straightforward. Typically, bonds are issued in $5,000 increments, so there's going to be some movement from year to year, but within that $5,000 range. That's generally where interest and principal have a little fluctuation to them.
All right, thank you.
Through the mayor, I have a question for you, Spencer. Your savings is $345,000. That seemed about right. And so my question was, obviously, since that other payment is already, budgeted in the current budget and it can be budgeted in the other budget, why not just take the $345,000 and just keep applying that to the principal so we can pay this bond down quicker?
I'm not sure.
By refinancing this bond, you've got a savings of what your principal payment was before versus what it is now.
That principal is being put into the deal to buy down. We're not extending the term or doing anything. It's pretty straightforward refunding, whereas the money that's available to make this the next debt service payment is just going to buy down the principal, just as if you were paying that next payment.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Any input from the public? It's your money. All right. All right. Direction from the council.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you very much.